Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the Merciful, the Most Merciful. Praise be to God, Lord of the worlds, and many peace and blessings be upon the Prophet Mohammad and his pure family. Peace be upon you all. This is the 8th lesson in explaining Surah Alfatiha. Alfatiha chapter, the first chapter in our Holy Quran. And in this lesson we are going to explain the 6th one and the last one, the 7th verse in this chapter. First I will read both the 6th and the 7th verse in this chapter. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. In this lesson, we have 5 main points. And the first one is a point I mentioned in the last lesson. And because it's an important point, I have to repeat it to start with. So the first point is about guidance, al-hidayah, about the verb guide, ihdina. We said in that lesson that guidance is divided into 2 main parts. Formative guidance, this kind of guidance belongs to God. And the second one is legislative. This kind of guidance belong to us, and what we are talking about in this verse, Ihdina as-Sirat al-Mustaqim, is about the second one, legislative guidance. Inside this point, I'd like to say that the people, the believers, when they are praying to God, they say in their prayers, Ihdina as-Sirat al-Mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. All of them, all of us, prophets, imams, people, we can divide these people, the believers, into 2 ranks, 2 levels. The first rank, the first level is the highest rank. It belongs to prophets and the imams. And they mean, when they say in their prayer, Ihdina as-Sirat al-Mustaqim, guide us to the straight path. We ask ourselves, their method is the guidance, and they are actually following the guidance. So why do they say to God in each prayer, guide us to the straight path? The answer will be, it's necessary to pray to every believer. It's necessary to pray for the survival of this guidance, to be continued. And also those, prophets and imams, they are looking for success for further guidance, and also everyone must acknowledge to God that nobody in the world can do anything without the help of God. Means God, that's right. We are on the straight path. We are following the straight path. You gave us the straight path. You took our hands and you said to us, this is the straight path. That's correct. But we still need the help of you. We always need the help of you. This is the highest rank, the first level of believers, prophets and imams. The second rank, the second or the other level, ordinary persons, ordinary people like me and you, in our supplication, in our dua, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم, guide us to the straight path. We are asking God for guidance to guide us to the path that leads to Him, while continuing on it. And also we are asking for success in doing good deeds. And always remember that if we ask for guidance, if we say ihdina, guide us, God, guide us to the straight path, this does not mean we want to know just knowledge, just information about Islam. No. We are asking God to help us to do good deeds, to show us the ways that lead to good deeds, and to help us to do those good things. The second point, the meaning of the straight path. The straight path is the path that leads the people to God only, to God only. This is the straight path. And if this path, if a path guides people to God and to other things, it's not the straight path. Is it clear? So the straight path that leads only to God. And God Himself described this path, described His straight path. He said, it's one. It is one. God always. While you are reading Quran, you will mention, always you will see, you will notice that the straight path is singular. No paths. Straight path. Guide us to the straight path. Always singular, because it is one. There are no differences inside this religion. It's one way. It's one path guides to God. God, when He talks about other paths, about religions are created by people, thoughts of people. He says those baths in plural, not in singular, means baths, ways. Because there are many differences between them, those religions, those baths, those ways. Differences in the doctrinal and in moral side, legislative side, and in the perception of the universe and the creator of the universe. Each religion has meanings and differ than other religion, other path in these fields, in these things. The third point about the straight path. If somebody asked us a question, what is the straight? What do you mean by the straight path? Okay, it's one. It is singular. Okay, but what do you mean by the straight path? Is it the Quran? Is it the Sunnah? Or something else, something different? We can say here are 4 answers, and we will after that we will say the correct one. The first answer is the straight path is the Quran and the noble Sunnah. This is the straight path. So if you want to get the guidance, follow the Quran and the Prophet Mohammad and his pure family, noble Sunnah. The other one, or another answer is the straight path, As-Sirat al-Mustaqim, is the true Islam. The third answer says truth and justice. This is the straight path. Truth and justice. The fourth answer says the straight path, As-Sirat al-Mustaqim, is loving Muhammad and his pure family. I mean, the family of Muhammad. You will say, which one is the correct? I can say, all of them are correct. All of these answers are correct because really they are together. They are the path, the straight path, because all of them means the religion of Muhammad. Truth and justice. Islam is truth and justice. Loving Muhammad and his pure family, it's a main point and a main thing in this religion. Must every Muslim has this. So all of them are correct. And also, if we want to know the straight path, we can go to the 7th verse, and this verse will help us really to know the straight path clear. What does the seventh verse say? It says, it is a path, the straight path. It is the path that some people have walked and worked on. Oh, who are those people? We want to know them. If we know them, this means that we will know the straight path. What is it? The seventh verse says, these people neither raged them nor lost. Mean, God is not angry at them. What do you mean by God is not angry at them? This means that they are following the correct method. They are on the right side. They are on the straight path. So the straight path is known by knowing those people. If we know those people, we can recognize the straight path. God said about those people that He preferred them the straight path. He gave it to them. He helped them to know and to believe in and to act. Also, God in the seventh verse that explains the straight path mentioned that these people are not among the people of falsehood, nor among the people of bad, nor among the people of stubbornness. What do you mean? Who knew the truth but rejecting it and acting otherwise. Also, God says or said about these people, they are not from ignorant and not from people who followed other paths than the truth. In the last two words of the seventh verse of Al-Fatiha chapter, God mentioned two kinds of people who are not really on the straight path. Those who didn't try to search for the truth. Those who didn't try to search for the truth. So, for instance, they say that the Prophet Jesus is the Son of God, and that God is a three. God, the first, and the Son Jesus is the second, and the angel Gabriel is the third. Let's go to the fourth point. There are some sayings that say that Imam Ali is the straight path, or other sayings say that Imam Ali and his pure sons are the straight path. So how do we understand this? What do they mean by this? The point is that their approach and the path they follow is the straight path. The saying which says Imam Ali is the straight path, or Imam Ali and his pure sons are the straight path, this means that their approach, their path, they are following the path they follow is the straight path, and their behavior is correct. And also we can understand something from these narrations, from these sayings, that the Prophet Muhammad taught Imam Ali the religion completely. So Imam Ali understood it well and acted on it. And Imam Ali also taught his sons this religion completely, and they applied it and followed it completely without adding or minimizing it, without deleting or adding anything. The fifth point is we sometimes read that the straight path is two. What do you mean? What do they mean? Yes, they mean that one straight path is in this life, dunya, and the other one is in the afterlife, hereafter, the second life. So, what is the meaning of this? Is the straight path here different than the straight path in the hereafter? Are they two? We are asking God here in this life. What about the other life? Do we ask also us to guide us to that straight path? What can we say in this point? The answer will be yes, this is true. But you have to know that the meaning of this is the straight path in this life, first life, dunya, is a path, method, religion. We follow, we act, we believe. We are following the Prophet and his pure family to guide us to God. This is the straight path in this life. The other one, in the second life, in the hereafter, is not a straight path, differ from this straight path. But it's another picture to this path, to this straight path in this life. It's not clear. I have to make it more. the one there, the straight path in the hereafter, in the second life, is like a bridge, very narrow and a delicate bridge. Where is it placed? It's placed above the fire, above the hell, Jahannam. Those who are, listen, those who are on the right way in the first life, those who are following Muhammad and his pure family, really, those who are on the straight path in this life will cross that bridge easily and very fast. But those who are away, those who are believing in different things, those who are not accepting Islam as a religion, will not be able to cross that bridge, that narrow and delicate bridge. So they will be in the hell, in the fire. Up to here, we have to reach the end of our explaining and interpretation of Al-Fatiha. Alhamdulillah, thanks be to God, we explained these 7 verses, and I think now Al-Fatiha chapter is very clear to those who follow these 8 lessons. At the end, I must say, thanks be to God, praise be to God, and also I have to thank you for your good listening. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.